Hi, my name is Mark Siemens, and I'm an associate specialist and professor in the Department of Biosystems Engineering at the University of Arizona. The title of my talk today is Centimeter Scale Resolution Sprayer for Precision In-Row Weed Control. In my talk today, I'll be presenting information about the design, development, and evaluation of two different types of sprayers. The first is a centimeter scale resolution sprayer, and the second is a sub-centimeter scale resolution sprayer. The motivation behind this research is to develop technologies to control weeds that are difficult to control with conventional methods. This includes weeds near the crop plant and weeds in densely sown crops. The technology and operation of a precision automated weeding machine would be very similar to that of an automated lettuce thinner. A downward-looking camera would capture images of the crop row, a computer would analyze the images, and a precision sprayer would deliver herbicides to the weed targets. The objectives of this research were to develop a high-speed precision sprayer and evaluate its performance. The sprayer module we developed principally comprises a standard solenoid valve and a custom designed nozzle body. Multiple sprayer modules are positioned 1 centimeter apart to form a sprayer assembly. As the assembly travels over the weed targets, herbicide is emitted at the centimeter scale level of accuracy. To make this a little more clear, here's a video of the device targeting green squares that represent weeds. The yellow squares represent crop plants. We conducted a series of experiments to determine the performance of the precision sprayer. In the first experiment, we used water-sensitive cards to determine accuracy, amount of off-target spray, and coverage. We examined the performance using different test patterns, ranging in size from 1 centimeter square all the way up to 3 centimeters square. We scanned the water-sensitive cards and analyzed the images using ImageJ. The first thing we did was convert the image to black and white. A box was then drawn around the target area, in this case a 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter square. Pixels inside the box were removed from the image and called the target primary stain. Pixels remaining in the image after the box was removed represent off-target spray. A summary of the results is presented in the table. For each target pattern, stain width, length, and midpoint are shown. The amount of off-target spray and target coverage are also presented. Targeting accuracy was very good, generally within plus or minus 2 millimeters. Spray coverage was also very good, above 70% in all cases. Off-target spray was less than 5%. Spraying water-sensitive cards provides good information, but it isn't all that realistic. In the second experiment, we sprayed actual weeds, and we assessed off-target spray, safety zone distances, and also weed control efficacy. We used water-sensitive cards to assess off-target spray and looked at 3 different sizes of weeds. The amount of off-target spray as a function of distance from the target is plotted here. To get you oriented, the direction of travel of the sprayer is from left to right. The target location is indicated by the vertical dashed blue line. Off-target spray that occurred before the target is to the left of this line, and off-target spray that occurred after the target is to the right. The analysis showed that about 60% of the off-target spray was within 1 centimeter of the target. The amount of off-target spray was about 3%. This may seem high, but it's actually less than 1% of a broadcast application at 10 gallons per acre. Weed control efficacy was very good, above 95%, for the 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter targets, and for the 3 centimeter by 3 centimeter sized weeds. And we found this to be the case for all 3 weed species that we examined: amaranth, mustard, and purslane. In our third experiment, the primary objective was to assess crop injury while spraying weeds. We also wanted to determine weed control efficacy. This video shows our experimental protocol. Here the weeds and lettuce plant are shown 0 days after treatment. And here again, 3 days after treatment. The herbicide we used was carfentrazone, which goes under the trade name of AIM in Arizona and Shark in California. In these trials, we also had excellent weed control, above 95%. And no observed injury to crop plants. Plant height, plant weight were similar for both treatments. In short, the high-speed centimeter scale resolution precision sprayer performed very well. Targeting accuracy was within 2 millimeters, weed control was better than 95%, and there was no observed crop injury. Off-target spray was less than 3% when spraying weeds, and the majority, about 60%, was within 1 centimeter of the target. Some technical improvements were identified, and initial testing showed the system was capable of sub-centimeter scale resolution spraying. A potential application for this technology would be to spot treat weeds in densely sown crops such as leaf lettuces shortly after germination. In this video, you can see the sprayer targeting weeds outlined by white squares and rectangles. Travel speed was 2 miles an hour, and the nozzles were positioned 2 inches above the target. The top image shows the weed targeting map before and after spraying. Individual spray droplets are about 1/4 of an inch apart. For automated precision weed control, there are 2 technological hurdles. One is reliable crop weed differentiation. The other is development of a means for eliminating the weed without injuring the crop plant. The high-speed precision sprayers developed here show good promise for the latter. I'm very interested in collaborating with researchers or private companies with expertise in computer imaging to develop a crop weed differentiation system for the sprayer. If anyone is interested, please feel free to contact me. In closing, I would like to acknowledge the USDA NIFA SCRI grant program for funding this research and the many individuals who contributed to the project.